Hey, what's going on? It's been a while, and I just wanted to show off some winnings and some other crap that I got. Uh, Hope everyone's well, and I've been enjoying everyone's videos, even though I don't comment a lot because I don't really have a lot to say. Everyone's hauls are pretty killer. Um, just wanted to show Cougar what I got from Cougar Comics. I was lucky enough to win another contest, um, which is really cool. Um, it's kind of ironic that what got me back into this hobby is his video, which I will say 1,000 more times. But and now I have 6 books of his collection through contest winnings. So I don't know whether it's serendipity or coincidence or whatever, but I'm stoked. um, let's see. First of all, oh yeah, congratulations on the Green River. All indications are that it is a Green River that Cougar picked up on the cheap on eBay. So congrats, Cougar, and hope it comes back with good news from CGC. Uh, this wasn't even one of the prizes. He sent it to me as a bonus, so I'm stoked there. Um, Tales of Suspense at 90. And I read these. I have books. I have books from Christmas I haven't even shown yet. That's how lazy I am. I'm flying back and forth to Vegas for work, and I'm still getting books here and there, but nothing like I used to. But so to sit down and make videos is it's not work. It's a labor of goodness. But I'm out of the game for all intents and purposes. This has a cool Melter story, the Iron Man, the backup, or is that the first? That's the first one. And this is where now, yeah, this is yeah. I forget the Cap story, but obviously it involves Red Skull. But a cool Melter story at least with Iron Man. So thanks, Cougar. And this was the main prize, 61. Tales of Suspense. Everyone thinks Tony Stark is dead. Pepper Potts' appearance. Mandarin. And I like, let's see here, because of my sausage fingers. Date stamps. A lot of people don't like them. My contention is that date stamps from when a pharmacy dated the book. This is just a guess, and everyone's allowed to say stupid things from time to time. Will make a book actually go up in value if they have a date stamp. I mean, they don't affect the value now. A lot of people don't like them. I like them. I think it adds like a quote unquote patina, as I said before, and a few other videos. Just the thought of someone else interacting with the book, stamping it before it goes on the stand, kind of adds a little extra spice of nostalgia to the book. Like it's gone through the process of being handled by other people at that time in 1964. But the backup is Captain America goes to save a prisoner in Vietnam, and he meets the first appearance of General Wu. No, man, Wu peed on the rug, which is indicative, I guess, of that time period with the creators. You have a Vietnamese general who happens to be a sumo wrestler. And, I mean, at that time, a lot of Americans are guilty of cultural unawareness, and that does not exclude comic creators or contributors at the time, because I doubt very highly that a sumo wrestler would, first of all, be a general or be bumping around a Vietnamese village, because sumo wrestling is historically a Japanese sport, even though it does have, I guess, some cross-cultural influences from China and Korea. But that being said, that probably didn't happen. And then here you see like a kind of like a Manchurian looking or Chinese looking representation of an Asian. So yeah, a lot of cultural unawareness, but this book does show how even in 1964, that's the Gulf of Tonkin incident had just happened, and I think so. But Vietnam was already on the social conscience of the nation, so pretty cool. Thanks, Cougar. And another thing, I like these are both Silver Age books, but this older kind of like icon box or character box. Someone please school me on what if that has a name. I don't know, but I just like that little black marble. I don't care what it is. I just know that that hits on nostalgia, pleasure points for me. Anyway, let's trudge on. What else did I get? I have a lot of stuff to show, and I have a really cool haul to show in a different video. But anyway, I'll get this out of the way. I picked this up. I picked up a lot of older Lois Lanes a long time ago. And I think Lightning or somebody, yeah, I'm sure it was Lightning, was really into these bondage covers. And one of the bondage covers happens to be one of my birthday books. That's another Lois Lane book, 111. I picked this one up and 111 for $8 plus you know, less shipping. It's not that good. It's upper mid-grade maybe, fine region. But one thing about this book is I was introduced to this character. She is hot. Easy, dude. She's in the comic book. But the Thorn and 77 coffins. She started with 100. The 100. I guess they're called the 100. It's a pretty cool story arc. It's one of my favorite ones I've read in quite a while. Even the modern stuff. Just get Superman out of there. The Thorn's pretty cool. She has like a split personality. Rose Forrest is her name. And I believe there's a Golden Age Thorn, but has no bearing on this one. Her father was, I guess, a police commissioner. Something Forrest. Sorry, I have my own internal monologues when I do these videos. I know it's completely inane, but yeah, she's a blonde, like soft-spoken person during the day and wakes up in the middle of the night and puts on olive drab thigh highs, a miniskirt, and a wig, and goes out and kicks ass. So yeah, it's neck and neck between her and Talia, who's the hottest DC female character, at least in my book. Anyway, after reading this book, I had to go and get this one, Lois Lane 105. There you got a guy looking like rock and roll from the Shawshank Redemption, and it's a electric chair cover. And this guy's Adonis somebody who previously had saved Lois Lane's life from drowning in a frozen lake, but he is a member of the 100. And there's Superman looking like a Delta Bravo. But more importantly, this book is the first appearance of Rose Forrest, aka the Thorn. Cool character. And this kicks off the 100, I guess, story arc because he killed her father. So yeah, I was happy to pick this up. This is in really good shape. This is $30. You can go for more. This is around an 8. So happy to have that first appearance. Oh, excuse me. Something else real quick. Now, I've been watching videos from this German guy who is a big Don Rosa fan, and he is obviously the Disney duck artist, Don Rosa. I mean, I'm sure most everyone knows who Don Rosa is, but he's also a ginormous collector. I guess in 1962 he started collecting every book that you could off the shelves. and he's a very interesting, empathetic character or person, not a character in the industry. In that, you know, his career is based on carrying on a legacy of Karl Barks, and he's saddled with that responsibility, and it's caused him, you know, a depression, and he is, you know, self-admittedly not the best artist, and so that's what he does to make up for being, as he calls, a bad artist. He likes putting a lot of detail in his panels and stuff, but aside from that, it's just a lot of information to go over regarding Don Rosa. He lost he had retinal detachment, and so his left eye sees 10 degrees, and when they fixed it, his eye sees 10 degrees off his right eye, so it cost him basically his career. He can't draw anymore the way he used to. So before that, when his eyesight started going out on him, he sold all his Marvel and DC books from, I guess, 1970 on, and which I think came to 15,000 books, from what I understand, as the Don Rosa pedigree. And I happened to come across a couple. The certificate recognizes that as official pedigree of the Don Rosa collection, high-grade collection of every comic book, magazine, treasury, and digest published between 1966 and the late 80s. So I guess those were the ones he was selling from that time period, although he had been collecting much earlier. The majority of those pieces are slabbed already. They're extremely expensive, comparatively, from the guide, because they are a Rosa pedigree, and it's hard to find raw books. So I did come across these. I got these for between $5 and $8 a piece. And the cool thing about his books was that initially he did not bag them; he just stacked them. So when he took them out of the stacks, he put them in these archival boxes. So they just sat in the boxes. So there was little, I guess, oil migration or ink migration. So the gloss in these things is just as if they were pulled off the shelf. And obviously, in this case, the Mylar actually does it a disservice because you can't see the gloss. But you know, I already have them in there. If I did ever send books to CGC, even though they aren't worth a great deal, to gain that pedigree mark, I would do it for these four and any other type of pedigree book I pick up. So these are out of order. Here's a Thulsa Doom Cole. These are all Cole books. There's a few other. I think I have another one coming. Do I? It's already slabbed and it's expensive, but the more I watched his videos, and I'll include a link to, there's one video in particular where he shows off his comic vault currently, or as of 2010, and it's pretty fascinating. He has a White Castle collection, a TV Guide collection, and he just takes you around the room and he points out all the different features that he has actually in a vault in his house. And if you enjoy collecting comics, or anything for that matter, you'll find it interesting. And if anyone has a link or has the movie or documentary Life and Times of Don Rosa, I'd like to see it. I have the trailer, and I'm actually going to include that trailer because there's a really poignant moment in the trailer where he's asked a question about his legacy, of upholding the legacy of Karl Barks, and it's very interesting. You can tell he's really, like, he really takes it seriously, or he's still maybe a little depressed. Because that was his job, to carry on his legacy, and you can tell he's struggling with that taffy pull in his brain, which is really cool. But it's a fascinating person. So, and here's 22. All of these are really high grade, so I'm just happy to have these. I think as I move forward and collecting stuff, I'm just gonna not collect what everyone else tells me to. Try to create my own persona, and one of them is going to be getting a lot of pedigree books. I don't know, just changing it up. Went to the flea market recently, and I'll just include some more of the things I dug up from that place. Still the same deal, 40 for 20, and this time he didn't get any new inventory, but I really dug around and found I think some good deals for 50 cents a piece. So. All right, see ya.
And so long since Don Rosa did a story, he must be working on a masterpiece. Don Rosa finally comes back and does a story, it'll be the greatest one ever. That's a good reason for me not to want to go back, because they're just going to be disappointed. I can't draw like I used to. I had been declining to give any kind of interviews for years now, just because I didn't want to talk about any of this, because it was just depressing. I don't feel funny anymore. I can't think funny stories like I used to. But I guess this is all, so I'm told, part of this depression. That's a good question. Responsibility to Karl Marx. I hope whatever responsibility I had, I hope I came somewhere close to fulfilling it.